so we are now at the very exciting phase of building our next classroom, right? So I'll just kind of show you what we've done so far, and so you can have a better understanding of the process. So it goes up pretty quick, huh? I mean, like, I did all this in just like a few hours yesterday. So what I did first was, the pallets, a lot of the pallets are usually missing boards, right? So I had to get a bunch of fence boards, and usually fence boards are free. I get those anywhere. And so I got a bunch of fence boards and I cut those and I put those in between the gaps, right? To fill in the spaces. And so I'll show you how the layout all worked out. It's actually very exciting. So pallets come in two different sizes, right? Pallets come in 48-inch size pallets and 40-inch pallets, okay? So those are kind of the two standard sizes of pallets. So what we have here is we have a full, so the wall, it's 20 feet across, right? So it's 20 feet, so we have a 4-foot, and then I have an upright. We have a 40-inch and an upright. We have a 4-foot and an upright, and we have two 40s, right? And that's pretty much exactly perfect on both sides, right? So I didn't have to cut any of the pallets, like this way, which is kind of a drag to do. So I was really happy about that. Just put the pallets in as I go, all right? And so one thing that's kind of important is for this to fit in the corner of here, I have to cut this about a 1/2 inch. I have to cut this board about a 1/2 inch and cut this about a 1/2 inch so that this here can just puzzle right in there. Right, so I just put this right in there, like so. And then I can take my level and see what makes it level. So that's pretty, so the pallets aren't perfectly level, so I have to kind of brace it up from below and everything as needed. All right, and then I'll be putting in my 4x4 attached to here, right? And so I'll just have to go ahead and put a 4x4 in here. Like so. And then I'll screw the pallet into the 4x4 down here and down here, and I'll check to see if this is level. That's pretty close, but it needs to come out this way a little bit. And that'll be perfectly level right there. And then I check back here to see if this is level. That's perfectly level. And so I'll be putting the next, this is like a 38-inch pallet, and this is a 38-inch pallet, and then these two are perfect 4-foot pallets, right? And then we'll be going ahead and putting our insulation. And I want to get the roof on before I do anything else, right? So I'm going to be putting our cross beams up on top today, and then we'll be getting our nice round poles and doing our round pole roof. All right, so we lost some of our cob apprentices. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we got Joe here. Joe just arrived back in Sebring at the park.
Yes.
And we are getting our round pole rafters up. So they're spaced out every 30 inches. So we're just about to put our last one on in the overhang. And so we got a nice about a 28-degree angle going on. So that's nice. So now we're pretty much ready for our pine boards to go on top of this. All right, so the roof is going up now. There's Joe.
Hey, hey.
Actually, let's come up here and see what this all looks like up here. Okay. So, just about got up here. We got this done yesterday. And we're getting these boards on. Trying to have as small of a gap in between as possible. It's kind of difficult because a lot of the boards have different sizes and everything. So it'll all be good. So we'll be putting a membrane up on top of this. Alright. So can you guys tell me what we insulated the structure with so far? What?
Wood.
We insulated it. The insulation.
Stuff
that's between the wood.
Cardboard.
Cardboard and foam, styrofoam. Right. So we're not doing straw in this one. And can you tell me the point of insulation? Like, what is insulation good for? What?
So it keeps you warm.
And keeps you cool. And yeah, exactly.
Hey,
Yeah.
Violet.
So air, see insulation, you want air. And so that's what so cardboard, foam, plastic, straw, you know, those all have lots of air in it, and that's what gives it insulation, right? So that's great. So, so right now we're just working on framing in these windows, right? So this window here, Paris, where's this window from?
My house.
This is from Paris's house. And what about those windows over here?
No, we just ripped it out.
Yeah?
We just ripped it out of my house. Just kidding.
And this is from your house too, right? And then we got that. We just put that one in yesterday. That nice arched. That's super beautiful. And Joe just put these windows in today, so we have these ones here. Okay, so Joe is here framing it up.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to say what we're doing now.
We're putting in these beautiful windows that are from all over, these antique windows that are from across the seas. And we're getting it all put in artistically to fit the flow of the space. We got the eye of wisdom, you know?
Uh-huh.
And what can I say? This is it. Just keeps getting better and better, don't you say, Sir Kabbalah?
Most definitely. Wow, I do want to go to school here. Okay, so we're about to put in another eye window there. We'll put one up there. And then I think next week we'll be ready to start cobbing. And so, this little peek, this is our view of the classrooms we built last year. It's fun to look at. All right, awesome. Okay, so Stetson is doing this section down here. And Adrian's doing this section right over here. So we have a nice batch of cob made up. We got yesterday from Plant City, Florida. So the goal is to get this whole wall done here in the next couple days. Should be possible. And then we'll be doing this, the side wall. So we're actually going to do the outside of the classroom first, and then we'll be moving to the inside.
This is so cool here. Quick
Okay, so we are doing the very last of the cob, the last wall. So Max and Joelle are getting their cob on here. So you see they got the slip on, put a nice little, about an inch of cob on, and then we'll be letting that dry. And so probably next week we'll be plastering this wall. We just finished plastering this wall here, so it's drying nicely. So, what do you have to say about all this cob and stuff, Max?
Awesome.
Yeah. Nice. All right.
Cold.
Yeah, Joelle?
Nice cold. I like coffee.
Yay. Cool. I think you found your calling. All right.
Holy river lap against the storm. It's painted crimson, painted gold. Lay the wood to dry upon the rock. The fire burns, it never stops. This is everything. You know, my kids came home and they're like, oh, I got to help build the new classroom. And they were so excited. This is amazing. This is fantastic. I am so excited about this. I am so proud of you guys. This is amazing. And it's funny because my son is special needs, so he's not impressed by anything. He was super impressed by this. He was super excited. This is amazing. This is phenomenal. Yeah, we used to travel abroad to Germany.
Yeah,
For plastering.
looking so good. Hi. So we're here at the park in Sebring, and this is lovely Emily. And I just thought I would share with you the recipe of the clay plaster that I'm doing for this classroom we're doing here. Would you like to learn? Okay, good answer. Okay, so first of all, so for the outside, what you see here, this is a lime plaster, right? So the outside exterior, I did a lime plaster, and so that's what I used here. For that was I used this pure natural hydraulic lime. It's kind of cool here, right on the bags here. It says used since 30 BC, right? So this is like what the ancient Romans were using and everything. So I think it works. And so you mix the hydraulic with the hydrated, and added some colors, some iron oxide. These are just stone ground down into a powder, basically. And so then added some sand too. So that's how I did all these ones here. So I used did a lime plaster in all of these, and so that was all well and good. And so, but now I'm working on doing an earthen plaster, right? So I just thought I'd share with you the recipe of how I do the earthen plaster in case you're interested. And what's actually really cool about this is if you have drywall, like a white walls, drywall, you can do a clay plaster on the drywall instead of like paint, right? And so I got this American clay. So I'm adding American clay, and also just so we have some local earth too, I'm adding some of this nice, beautiful colored clay from about an hour away from here. It's from a town called Plant City, and they have clay. And so then I'm adding some color. This color is actually called white earth. I got this also from American Clay. And so so I mix it all together, and then and sand. I added some sand, some good fine sand, right? And then some straw. So I use this leaf shredder, and I put some of the straw into the leaf shredder, and it chops it up into small little fine pieces. And this provides what's called tensile strength, which is like the rebar of natural building, right? So so I just mix it up with the tarp. Emily, do you want to get in? It's okay. Next time. So it feels really, really nice. And so I'll show you here what we're doing inside. So, been doing this. So you can see how it looks when it's dry. It's this nice kind of grayish, a little bit of tan. It's a beautiful color. And so I just did this. So what I'm doing now, before I wait too much longer, is I do what's called burnishing, right? So I use like a little plastic lid and just kind of do this on it, and it gets really nice and smooth. Right, and it's like super satisfying to do. It feels great. So, you want to try it, Emily? You can just go and just kind of just rub it on there. Yeah. Enjoying the new clay plaster. How do you want to feel how the walls are? Is it nice and smooth? Yeah. For sure. So we did all that. We still have that one last wall to do there. We're going to put the shelves on tomorrow, probably. Yep.
This is probably where the shelves go.
That's right.